There, this is Troy Warrick, Posh Properties, your realtor. Wanted to give you a little market forecast for 2019 real quickly. 2018 was a very interesting year in real estate. Started off with kind of a bang. We had multiple offers last spring. It was just crazy seller geared market where buyers were having to go over asking price and things like that. And then we kind of got to the summer and kind of sunk. The market kind of went really cool. Not a lot of buying throughout the summer. And then this fall, we had a situation where interest rates went up to kind of the highest they've been really in the last few years, even topping over 5%. And that seemed to have a huge effect on home sales. And we saw more price drops than I had seen in probably the past 5 years. And sellers having to get a lot more competitive with their listings in order to attract buyers. The market didn't go completely cold, but it definitely got a lot more buyer friendly than what we'd seen in terms of seller friendly. So with all that said, what's going to happen in 2019? Well, hard to say. I wish I had a magic 8 ball which would tell me, but most experts feel like in Denver specifically, we're still going to have a strong market overall. But we feel, and I feel, it's going to be a much more balanced market between kind of buyers and sellers. We saw in December our inventory was the highest it had been in the past number of years. So a lot of sellers putting on their homes on the market, and then not as many buyers. So as long as interest rates stay in the range that they are now, and what has kind of spurred another increase in listings and buyers even as we've started the year here is the fact that interest rates now are kind of back down to that 4.5%, and even for FHA loans and VA loans even lower than that. That has now kind of motivated buyers to get back in the market. And this first month of the year, we've seen a ton of new listings hitting the market, and the buyer activity has really picked up. So I think our selling season, which really the past few years has been kind of kicks into gear middle of January and goes through about early June, I think it's going to be very active again. And I think there are going to be a lot of listings out there, and I think there are going to be a fair number of buyers. But we're not going to see the same price increases. In 2018, even though we had kind of a flat year and actually fewer sales than the year before, so it was actually kind of a down market, the average price home still went up 6 to 8% depending on the area. So in 2019, Zillow, Redfin, a lot of other experts and economists feel that the prices are going to kind of stabilize and maybe kind of be more in that 4 to 6% range. And that's actually better, to be honest with you. We don't want to see these 10, 15% swings in prices. Denver is already the most expensive market between the two coasts. And the more expensive it gets, the more, unfortunately, buyers, millennials, first-time buyers, just get knocked out of the market. So with any kind of interest rate blip, like we saw in November, October, it kind of started to hit, that really affected our market in a big way because we're so price sensitive. So I think going forward, we're definitely not in a bubble. So don't think if you want to wait to buy that you're somehow going to get much lower prices by waiting another 6 months or a year. Our job growth is too high. We still have too many people coming into town, as you obviously see on I-25 and in most streets. And wages, even though they're not keeping up with home prices, they're still increasing. So there's still plenty of people that can't afford a new home. So, we're not in a bubble. We're not going to see a big drop off. We're just going to see more of a moderation in prices and a more kind of stable market that really is more balanced than favoring, sellers like it has over the past, 4 or 5 years. compared to buyers. So I feel like it's going to be a lot more stable. So that's a market update for you. Obviously, if you want to discuss further the valuation of your home, see how much money you've made in equity, or if you're thinking of buying a home or selling, please give me a call. I'd love to chat with you. No obligation, just purely educational. So call me at 303-827-5141 or visit my website if you want to watch this video again or share it. Buy or sell denverhomes.com. Thank you.